Well, hello there. Have you come for a story? Well, I have a story for you. Let's journey into the dark world of Gloomhaven as we follow the Guild of the Deadly Sins through the campaign of Gloomhaven, the digital version. And I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, how's it going? Crazy Gamer here. Here's what we're doing. We are doing a campaign of the Gloomhaven. I already have a Guild Master version going on. If I click there and we look at the followers of Rufus. You know, we got a Brute, a Tinkerer, a Spellweaver, and a Scoundrel. And what I want to do is, this is just, it's not the same as the campaign. That's the board game that I played before. And I want to do the campaign, but I want to do a very immersive, very RPG style playthrough of it. So all the decisions made by people are going to be based on character traits, and the character traits I chose was the 7 deadly sins. So the guild name is going to be the Deadly Sins, and then we're going to have whoever the 4 people in the party are, they're going to represent at least 4 of the deadly sins, and their name is going to be according, just to keep it simple. And the decisions they make are going to keep that character trait in the forefront of their mind when they make decisions. When it comes to decisions as a party, whoever's in the top slot of the leader will be the leader, and that's who has those decisions. But decisions made by the leader can cause arguments between the party, which could result in issues on the battlefield. So I'm looking forward to this. I love this RPG style with like a D&D kind of element in it. So I'm hoping I can immerse you into this campaign, even if you don't play the game or you don't know anything about the game. You know, maybe the story will be intriguing. I have a lot planned, and I hope you enjoy. So, with the explanation out of the way, let's get started on our journey to follow the deadly sins through the world of Gloomhaven. Let's get started. We go to new campaign. Now, on my um on my original, on the Guildmaster campaign, I did it on friendly, just to have fun, and you know, my son joins and stuff, and just so we can talk and have a good time. On this one, I'm gonna do it on normal. I may even bump it up to one of the harder difficulties, depending on how it goes in the beginning. But here is the guild is the deadly sins. Okay, difficulty normal. So we're gonna go with normal and see how that goes. Now enhancements. Hammond said it can't be modified once the campaign starts. Choose wisely. Okay, original. Permanent enhancements will affect all current and future mercenaries of the same class. Enhancements cannot be sold. Temporary enhancements will affect individual mercenaries, but can be removed to gain 75% of their original cost. Cost has also been rebalanced to encourage experimentation. This is interesting. See, this is where the choice of the direction of I want to go in. What would go best with the story I'm trying to tell of this group of outcast mercenaries that are trying to redeem or shed their name that is associated with the sin that they are. Their main character trait is. Now, if I go with the original version, when a mercenary retires, so say we have Sloth, and Sloth retires, and he was a tinkerer, for example, and he upgraded some cards. He put some enhancements on cards. If I wanted to bring in another tinkerer, Sloth Jr., whatever that the person's name would be, the enhancements that were done on the cards would carry over to the new character. And I wonder if, because it kind of, the original version kind of shapes the future of the game, because when these characters retire and you get a new character, you either play with a character, the same class that retired, and use their enhancements, or you pick a totally different class with no enhancements, and then you lose out on the ability to refund those enhancements from the class that you're not using anymore to get some enhancements on another class. So it is very interesting. What do they have an infinity sign? I wonder if that means forever. They last forever. So this is how the original board game was. And do I stick with that original theme? I think that the actions of a member would have a permanent, lasting outcome on future members of the party. So I'm going to go with the original play of this. It may hurt me in the end. I may buy a bad enhancement and regret it and wish I bought something else and wish I could sell it. But that would be like metagaming, and I want this to be immersive, and their decisions are final, and they have to live with the mistakes they make. So, or in this case, the mistakes I make. But, I'm going to try to get into these characters' personalities, and as I decide and make decisions based on each character, I would like to use their main character trait to drive their decisions and their type of future that they want. Oh, man, this is going to be a long video. I can feel it. All right. So we're going to go with the original. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting to see this, so this was new to me here. So doing the campaign on this, I haven't even opened it up. This is fresh. I don't know what's going to happen. I played the campaign of the board game. I hear it's the same. I'm not sure, but this is different. So You don't get this option in the board game because you're putting stickers on cards, and that's pretty permanent. I used to put mine on my card sleeves. But and then you could remove them, if you got the removable stickers like I got. But I got that just mainly for replay ability. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the original, and I'm gonna go with normal. It can be changed during the game, but we're gonna go with normal. Okay. Now, house rules. House rules can be modified during the game and can be found in the options menu. Okay, so the original has a ×2 and a ×0 attack modifiers. That's how I play normally in Guildmaster. That's how I play. ×2 is fantastic when you get it. It's like, wow, that's awesome. The miss is horrible, and it ruins everything. Is the ×2 worth having a miss in the attack modifiers? Because you're going to get cursed anyway, so you're still going to get these misses in your deck. Is it worth having one in there at all times as a starting card just to have a ×2? Or do you take the +2 and the -2? Because you can't count on a ×2 to like if you have an attack that this guy has to die, and the only way he's going to die if you get a ×2, and you're just like, I need that ×2. You can't count on one of those coming. Maybe if it's like the last card or last couple when you got advantage, advantage will negate this miss a lot of times. So so let's go with let's come back to that one. Advantage, disadvantage. Original, you can roll into a null modifier. With advantage, you can't roll into a null. When attacking with advantage or disadvantage, if the first attack modifier is a rolling modifier, keep drawing until a non-rolling modifier is drawn. Then draw one additional attack modifier. Ignore any rolling icons. With advantage, all rolling modifiers are applied to the better of the two final draws. With disadvantage, all rolling modifiers are ignored, and the worst of the last two drawn will be applied. Okay. Okay, with disadvantage, all rolling modifiers are ignored, and the worst of the last two draws will be applied. This one is when attacking with advantage, if a single rolling modifier is drawn, both attack modifiers will be applied to the attack. In disadvantage, and only the non-rolling modifiers will be applied. If both draws are rolling modifiers, keep drawing until a non-rolling modifier is drawn. In advantage, all modifiers are applied to the attack. In disadvantage, the non-rolling modifiers are applied to the attack. The rolling modifiers are like stun, muddle, things like that. They're good to have in case you roll that ×0. Or the null modifier. I'm gonna play with the variant. Okay, if there are no enemies or no valid pack for the summon can attack an enemy, the mercenary who summon can choose whether the summon will move towards that mercenary. Yeah, the summons definitely need to move. Spawn monsters do not drop gold on death. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're gonna keep this the same. If you change this to this really doesn't affect anything because you can't roll into a null if it doesn't exist unless you're cursed. So yeah, so we're gonna go with this. Other decisions in this. Love this. It's fantastic stuff. All right, let's get into character.
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world? We are paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms. You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
Wow, that was amazing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh wow. Ooh. All right, let's do this. Let's get the deadly sins in this game here. All right, before going into the harrowing wilderness surrounding Gloomhaven, you'll need at least 2 mercenaries in your party, brave or greedy enough to seek out adventures in exchange for gold. Well, I plan on having 4 in there, and 1 is definitely greedy. Let me tell you. Couple brave, prideful, maybe the word we're looking for. Alright, on your left you'll find the party panel. Here you'll see the basic information of mercenaries in your party. Click the first character slot to open the roster panel. Alright, you can create, view, and add mercenaries to the current party using the roster panel. Right now it looks as barren as the Copperneck Mountains, so best click on New Mercenary to create your first character. Alright, oh, well, we gotta continue first. Alright, here we go. Who is going to be the leader of this ragtag group of deadly sins? So, as a refresher, we have Pride, Sloth, Lust, Envy, Gluttony, Greed, and Wrath. And I kind of took a twist on these, and their names are going to be the 7 deadly sins, whoever we pick in the 4 in the group. But they're going to act in a way that is a representation of a possible outcome of that sin. So we have Sloth the Planner, Gluttony the Soul Eater, Greed the Stealer of Coin, Wrath the Furious, Lust the Lady of Desire, Pride the Steadfast, and Envy the Needy One. Envy we're not doing right now because I don't like the Needy One, but that is what I have so far. And I believe Sloth will be the leader of our group because he is very wise is very slow to react, but he is very tactical and he thinks things out. So he would make a fantastic leader. Unfortunately, if Pride is in the group, Pride is too prideful. That's to allow someone to give orders above him or her. So in the scheme of, we have 4 characters in a party. As we add new characters and bring them in, the 2 can have the same character trait and the same name. If one retires, we can bring in another, greed, and it can be a different character class, but it would still be someone who goes after coin and all that stuff. So out of the 7 we got, I have basically two leader roles, Sloth and Pride. So if Pride's in the party, they have to be the leader, and they will neglect the party needs and just care about their needs and their they always want to do it. They want to run in head first, do it on their own, and just not need any help, all that stuff. So for our first character is good. The leader of the party is going to be Pride, and then we will have 3 support characters that will argue and fight with Pride in order to keep their band together until, another time when someone else comes in. Okay, next you choose one of the starting character classes. Each one has unique abilities and game styles. As you progress, you'll level up, earning new ability cards and unlock more classes. Click on the portrait to learn more about them, and select whatever one you want to be your first mercenary. Okay, so out of these here, we have the Brute, the Scoundrel, the Spellweaver, the Mind Thief, the Cragheart. Oh wait, good choice. Remember, start everything. Okay, yeah, we're not picking that person. And you can see their starting cards here. So, but we're not. The Mind Thief's not in the party yet. So here's what I got. I got the Scoundrel is going to be Greed. The Spellweaver is going to be Gluttony the Soul Eater because she can summon mystic allies. The Brute is going to be Wrath, and the Tinkerer is going to be Sloth the Planner. So that is the choices. So Pride is not in here. I believe I would do a later character that is unlocked for Pride for them to take over the leader role. So in the beginning, we're going to have the Tinkerer, who is Sloth. He's going to be our starting character. These are his cards. He can lay down traps, plan his attacks and set up for the next round. Carefully planning, slow like a sloth. So Sloth here has some good cards, also some heals. So, based on the type of attacks and the type of cards he has, Sloth is a good fit for the name. And overall, he wants the party to succeed. He wants to lead the party to victory in all the dungeons and adventures that the group he leads is on. He wants them to be successful, so he'll heal them. He'll set up traps to protect them, summon decoys to to take damage, you know, attack, things like that. So I think the Tinkerer will be the leader of this group. His name will be Sloth. Sloth. Okay. Create the mercenary. Now, here is where it gets very interesting. A personal quest is the mercenary's sole reason for adventuring. Once the objective is complete, the merc will retire. Beware, when the mercenaries retire, they will no longer be a playable character. Though farewells can often be bitter, sometimes things have to move on and give way to new horizons. Completing personal quests and retire mercenaries is the primary route to unlocking new characters. Okay, so we got Sloth here. And this one, they both appear to unlock this saw blade kind of handsaw maybe character. They both seem to unlock that. I don't remember what any of these characters are, so it's going to be like new to me. And you get 1 prosperity, which is part of the town management system here. But what would Sloth the Planner, what would his personal goal be? Is he a religious man? Is he not? Is he a man of science? And I believe he's going to be a man of science, but we'll see. Kill 8 forest imps, then unlock the scenario Forgotten Grove and follow it to its conclusion. At first it was just the cough, one of your neighbors keeping you up at night, but then it spread and got worse. Blood, boils, and death. The elders say a cure can be found deep inside Dagger Forest. The forest imps know the way. If you can't gather enough of their essence, you may be able to find the way yourself. So, okay, so there's 3 objectives. The first one is to kill 8 forest imps, and then you have to unlock this scenario and finish it. And then Sloth will retire, and you have to pick a new character. Could be this one, could be another one unlocked by another character. And his second one is Pity in All Things. Donate 120 gold to the Sanctuary of the Great Oak. This wretched city of Gloomhaven is a writhing pit of vice and greed. You will feel your lungs blacken with evil just by breathing in the air, but still you agreed to help out the fledgling Great Oak Sanctuary, so you must be strong and will venture into the dens of sin surrounding the city and contribute as much as you can to raise up the city's sole beacon of hope. And the objective is donate 120 gold to the Sanctuary of the Great Oak. Okay, I'm just gonna hop into metagame here. Donations are 10 gold. You get a blessing. That's great. Is the Tinkerer a religious man? Would Sloth be religious? The Planner, someone who's tactical, man of science. I don't believe he would be. I would like to take this because it's a very easy don't think about it side quest, and also you can get them ready to retire at like 100 gold, and if you don't want him to retire, you just don't donate anymore to the Sanctuary of the Great Oak, and you can keep him for, you know, an indefinite period of time. And then when you're finally done, you just donate that 20 gold or 10 gold, whatever you have left, and he retires, and you can bring a new party member on. That's great. I wish this was on a different character. I wish a different character pulled this personal goal. But I'm going to keep in character here, and he's going to be a man of science. He's going to find the cure. That's going to be his goal now. These people are sick. I need to use you know, my mind, got a brain going on there, up there somewhere, to find this cure. Well, the Tinkerer, I mean, he works with science. He's got contraptions and all that stuff. So I definitely think that that would be his personal quest. Okay, so Sloth has joined the party. Oh, that's one down. Okay, so new mercenary. Oops. That's one mark started, but you'll need a minimum of 2 mercenaries before you go out seeking adventure. It is important to build a party of mercs who complement each other in battle. Click on the second character slot in the party panel and create a new character. Know that you can't have more than 1 merc of the same character class in the party at the same time. Be sure to create a different one. Well, this one here, we will do the Brute. Okay. Oh, let's go back for a second. This is his cards. Very attack heavy. Couple AoE attacks. He has one of my favorite cards right here. Skewer. It's an X card. I love that card. A sweeping blow is good. Leaping cleave is great because of the move, introducing air, setting up for that skewer. And you know, this is good based on, you know, this guy's size, strength, all that stuff. This is Wrath. So this will be Wrath, the Furious. He's full of anger, hate, and rage. Augmented abilities. Own 4 enhancements. Sure, Gloomhaven may not be the coziest place, but that's perfectly fine when it has so many other things going on for it, namely aesthetics. You have never seen so many. There are even rumors of one in town ability to strengthen a person through magic. With a little enhancement, you can excel at anything. Okay, and again, this unlocks, I'm going to say that's like circular, speary line things. Okay, and Battle Legend. Earn 15 perk points from completing battle goals. It is time you made a name for yourself. Any mercenary can go out and get the job done. But you are not just any mercenary. You want to do it in your style, to have the stories of your battles told by bards and taverns across the known world. If you do not leave behind a legend after you are gone, then what was the point of living? Okay, so this would be perfect for Pride. This would be a perfect one for Pride, because he wants to be the best. He wants everybody to know he's the best, and he would do anything to be the best. That's not Wrath. Wrath is just angry and just wants to just use his anger and wrath and destroy things. And I think destroying things better, like enhancing his abilities with magic to kill and destroy better would be his choice here. And unfortunately, I know what this character is and I don't like it. That's not affecting my decision. I think Battle Legend is more of a Pride personal quest. I don't believe Wrath is out for glory. He's just out there, just bad and just furious and just wants. He doesn't want revenge. He doesn't want vengeance. He just wants destruction. That's what his character is. He just wants, you know, point me to the bad guys, let me kill them. That's what wrath is. So I think enhancing his own abilities would be something he would do. You know, this will make me stab something more efficiently. So that's what he, yeah. I'm going to go with augmented abilities for that one. This one again, I know would be perfect for pride. Wow. Alright, Wrath has joined the party. Okay, time to do some adventuring. If you're confident with your current party, click on the center of the screen to close the party roster panel and head back to the world map. Okay. I want to add a new mercenary. Okay, it's not going to let me do it yet. Alright. Before heading out on your first adventure, you should gear up. After all, it's your first time out in the open. You'll notice each mercenary has a modest stash of gold. It is encouraged to take that money over to the merchant shop and spend it on anything that might just keep you from dying. Click the merchant button to access the merchant shop. Okay. Remember, each mercenary has his or her own stash of gold and a personal inventory, so make sure you click on the right mercenary's purchase before purchasing an item. Okay, so the world map. We're not going to buy anything. We're going to buy stuff here in a minute when we get all 4 people in the party. Gloomhaven isn't known for its well-mannered folks and good Samaritans, but there's a lot to gain from the city streets. You can choose to partake in city encounters by clicking this button. It is encouraged to do this whenever in the city, as it often gives you good rewards. And then if you ever find a quest that looks too hard, or one you repeatedly failed to complete, the Temple of the Great Oak can grant you its blessing for a fair price, of course. You can choose to access the temple using this button below, right there. The first quest location is marked just north of Gloomhaven. You'll see it flagged with an icon as you progress. More quest locations will appear across the map. To keep track of them, you can use the quest log to the right-hand side of the screen. Click on the black arrow or the entry in the quest log to select a quest. So that's right there, I believe. You can embark on a quest with up to 4 mercenaries, but the more mercenaries you bring, the more dangerous the quest will be. Once you set out on your quest, you will be able to change your members of your party until you return to Gloomhaven. Okay, so let's... There we go. Okay. Back to character creation. So, we're going to go with the Spell Weaver. She is a great character. She can do some nasty damage. It's just, I love this character. Probably between her and the Scoundrel, it's almost tied for my favorite character, but the Spellweaver may take the spot on that. The Brute and the Tinkerer, they're just like a tank and a healer, and it's the tank and the healer I like. So I feel like they're just needed in the party, and then like the meats and potatoes are the Scoundrel and the Spellweaver. So spoiler, the Scoundrel is going to be the next choice. Now the Spellweaver is gonna be Gluttony, the Soul Eater. So that was her cards. Select class, and she is Gluttony. Gluttony. Create mercenary. Now, personal quests for her. Take back the trees. Complete 3 different scenarios in Dagger Forest. Then unlock the scenario Foggy Thicket and follow it to its conclusion. And then we have Eternal Wanderer. Complete 15 different scenarios. Okay. They came to your village and said they owned the forest and demanded payment. When you fought back, the bandits only returned in larger numbers. Now your family and friends are either enslaved or dead. You need to find some help, discover their hideout, and set things right. Dead things? That's her thing. Okay, yeah, she's into killing stuff. Yeah, that's her thing. Souls. She is the eater of souls. There is so much to see in the world, so many wondrous places beyond belief, snowy mountain peaks, forgotten isles, crystalline caverns, surely all these miraculous sights. Excuse me, were not created by chance. You desire to visit these places and meditate on their existence. Perhaps doing so will give greater insight to your own existence as well. No, that's not her. She's gonna kill things and take back the forest for her people. This also unlocks the manly face, and again the squiggly one over here. But we're going with um, people killed her family. Now she's killing people. Now she has a hunger for death, and she can never be. She can never feel that hunger. She just needs more and more and more. That's gluttony for us, people. You don't have to be big and fat to be gluttonous. You can, you know, just over consume souls and things, and have a gluttony for death. So let's choose that one. Take back the trees. Gluttony has joined the party. Now we have one more mercenary here. The scoundrel. Here's her starting cards. She is pretty good. She can do a lot of damage. She can loot a lot of stuff. So of course she's going to be greed, the stealer of coin, and her main goal is to make as much money as possible. So, and not spend and spend money, but maybe hoard it and kill those who try to take money, kind of thing. So we got elemental samples. Complete one quest in each of the following areas. The world is such a fascinating place, especially in the areas surrounding Gloomhaven. So many intriguing phenomena, so many fruitful samples to collect. This place is so dangerous, though. It's likely best to find some help. Okay. The Fall of Man. Unlock. Complete 2 different scenarios in Lingering Swamp. And then unlock Fading Lookout and follow it to conclusion. The evidence is all around you, right in front of your face, as long as you know how to look for it. Cities built on the bones of something much older. Others were here before you, and then they vanished. You must find some clues about what happened to the ones who came before. This is tough. See, I believe both of these will. I mean, I can make both these suit. Like she goes around here, and while searching for evidence, she's looting all this area and making all this coin, and hoping that the evidence that she finds, she can cash in for a big reward. That's what I'm thinking. And it unlocks the sun and moon thing. Moon sun. Or Pac-Man eating a power pellet. Could be that. Elemental Samples is interesting because maybe the samples can bring in some money, and all these areas are consuming, and you could get, you could spend your money there, You know, there's a lot of money to be earned by going to all these different areas. But maybe the historical. Maybe she believes the finding out what happened to these people can that information can be sold for a higher value than the samples. This is a hard one because none of these really fit the character in the way I would like, and I have to kind of modify them. What I feel the meaning of them should be to fit the character. Like, I know what the meaning that they stated is, you know, you're looking for those who came before you, but Greed would not care who came before, just unless they had money to give her. So, but she thinks it's gonna be a big payday. She finishes this. She's gonna get a big payday and be able to retire, and that's what we're going with. Greed has joined the party. All right.
Mic off. Mic on.
Excuse me there for a minute. I had to clear my throat and get some more coffee. It is early in the morning. Okay. Oh, and definitely I forgot we can. Yes. What about Vanguard? Yep, I like that one. Mastermind, definitely. Definitely. That's cool. You can do that. Alright. Alright. Let us check out the merchant, and then we'll enjoy us a city encounter. Okay, for the Tinkerer with his ranged attacks, he only has 30 gold. The Eagle Eye Goggles are a fantastic purchase. Let's go over this first. Head item, body item, hand item, leg item, and he can have one small item at every odd level. He gets another small item, I believe. I don't quite remember in the campaign how it is. In the equipment panel, you find different types of equipment items, or different types of items. Mercenary can carry. Clicking on the item slot will display all the items of that type the mercenary owns. The item slot is displayed in gray. It means you currently. I'm getting tired and I'm yawning. Wow, that's crazy. Alright. So, again, the Tinkerer, he doesn't have any items, doesn't start with anything, but the Eagle Eye Goggles are a winner for him. The weighted net, when you get that, is great. Boots of striding or not, he's more comfortable shoes kind of person. He does like a power potion, but if I buy the Eagle Eye Goggles, I cannot afford the power potion. And I really want the Eagle Eye Goggles. And Sloth will buy them. Okay, let's click on that. There we go. So Sloth has some Eagle Eye Goggles. Wrath here. He's going to be taking hits. So negative ones in the attack. So hide armor is good. You get one shield for an attack against you. You can use it twice, and you have to long rest. But it does add 2 -1 modifiers to your deck. And there are ways around that later. But yeah, I think he needs armor. And shield would be nice to gain another. Only one use is kind of for 20. I think he's going to want a health potion. Yeah, he's going to want a health potion, so. Alright. And again, it modified his deck with 2 -1s because of the armor. But again, like I said, fortitude you can ignore that. And you get a +1 when you get that too. Okay, the Spell Weaver here. She needs a stamina potion for recovering a card. You can recover up to 1 of your discarded cards. She's going to want a major one later. This is super important for her because she burns her cards very quickly, and she has 1 card that allows her to get her burn cards back. And if you don't want that card burned, if you have to do a short rest, you can pull that card out with a minor stamina potion. It's also good if you burn your card that goes really early and you need to go really early again next turn. You can bring that card back also. So definitely the first purchase is a minor stamina potion. Okay. And what else? Cloak of Invisibility. Yes, please. So now she can go invisible. So she can go early 1 turn, move in a position to block enemies, go invisible, become an obstacle, and not take damage, and go late the next turn. And we have controlled the battlefield. Yes, please. Okay, so she's out of gold. Cloak of Invisibility. Oh, I already put that on. Okay. Now, greed. Well, leather armor's nice. 2 attacks at disadvantage. Don't want any -1s in her deck. She doesn't do a lot of ranged. I guess you get advantage on any attack. Huh. No, it doesn't do ranged attacks. We will take a power potion. And the leather armor. That's what we'll take. It seems fitting for greed. A little bit of protection, a little bit of extra damage when needed. So that is that. So we are ready to venture into the wilds here. Okay, so wow, 54 minutes of character building. So here's what I'm gonna do. Is that really 54 minutes? It is. So wow, guys. Hearing me talk for 54 minutes. Wow, it's like an electronics video for sure. All right, guys. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the city encounter, and then I'm gonna end the video, and then I'm gonna start a new video, like episode 2, and it's gonna be in full character. So character creation, I mean, it can get into it. There's a lot of decisions to be made to keep the theme of the deadly sins going. Put a lot of time and effort in this, and you know, I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. I love immersive games. I love, I love controlling a party and treating every character as their own individual person. That is something I enjoy. And well, he still has 10 gold left. What can he buy something for 10 gold? Hold on. Oh yeah, he can buy a helmet. Yeah, thank you. Yes, he wants a helmet, please. Okay. Wow. Okay. There we go. So, I'm gonna do the city encounter, and then I'm gonna end the episode. So, every time you're in the city, you want to do one of these. They're pretty interesting. You are walking home late at night when you hear suspicious sounds coming from a nearby garden. You move to investigate, and a shadowy figure bolts in the opposite direction, carrying an armful of vegetables. Give chase. Thieves must be brought to justice. Thief had the right idea. Grab some vegetables for yourself. Now, currently, the leader of our band is Sloth, the thinker, and he's going to think about this. And he's going to bring it up to the party. Wrath is going to want to just chase him down. Greed. See, you would think Greed would take the vegetables, but the vegetables have no value other than food to him, and that's not his thing. He's into coin. So he's not looking to resell vegetables. He doesn't have that kind of time. So I don't think so. Wrath, Sloth, and Greed would all give chase and catch him, and maybe there's for Greed, maybe there's a reward of coin and bringing them to justice. Now, Gluttony, even though Gluttony is, people tend to think people who overeat and things, but I believe she would give chase too. So I believe the whole party would give chase. I don't think they would care about having some vegetables. They're not hungry. They're not gonna give chase. Okay, so the party's reputation has been influenced by your actions. Reputation will influence the cost of items in the merchant shop and the outcome of certain encounters. Good deeds are often rewarded, but they also can be so much less fun. So the choice is yours. Yeah, I mean, I base that on the party now. If there was other people in the party, they may have stolen the vegetables. It was vegetables. If it was coin, it would have been a different thing. The figure overburdened with vegetables is no match for your speed. You quickly run him down and deliver him to the city guard. Thankfully, very little of the produce was damaged in the pursuit, and you're able to return it to the owner of the garden. We gained a +1 reputation. That's actually pretty good this early on. So if we look here, we got 1 reputation. It hasn't modified the shops. At least I don't believe it's changed the prices. Nope, he's still selling everything the same price. So I think you need more than one reputation. You probably need a little bit more. So where we're going on the next video is the Black Morrow here. We're gonna go up here and
charge complete.
I believe we can. Okay, yeah, it might be a good time to go through your mercenaries. Yep, we're gonna do that too. But in this, it's bandit archers, bandit guards, living bones, things like that. There's a treasure chest in there. Rewards are unclaimed. Interesting. I think it does in the board game tell you if there's a treasure chest. I'm not sure. No, we're not going to travel yet because we need to do all the cards. So I'm gonna save that. Mercenaries will unlock new and powerful ability cards each time they level up. Look for synergy between ability cards and adapt your hand depending on the enemy types you'll be facing. Having the right cards against the right enemies might just keep you alive. Okay, on the ability panel you can edit the deck you take to a dungeon. Each mercenary has different amount of cards they can carry and can only go adventuring with a fully equipped clan. Hover over the abilities to see their full description. Okay, so here's the cards for the Tinkerer Sloth here. I'm definitely gonna bring in Reviving Shock and get rid of Proximity Mind. I don't care for Proximity Mind at all. I don't like traps. I'm not a fan of the traps. Potent Potables. Yeah, see, this is another trap. I don't care for the trap. And Reviving Shot is a earlier card. So these are the initiative orders. Wish you could drag these and move them so you can keep them in order of their type. Most importantly for this guy is it is Skewer. You want Skewer. It's one of my favorite cards. Spare Dagger's good. So Skewer's 35, so I kind of want to place it with a late card. Overwhelming Assault is good for an attack 6, but it is a burn card. Rid of Warding Strike and get Skewer in there. I like Sweeping Blow. I really do. I like Leaping Cleave. I like Skewer. I like the AoE. I like this move 4 and attack each enemy for 2. It is a burn. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep Trample in there. Spellweaver cards here. Aid from the Ether is the main one I want. This is a must. It gets all your burn cards back. It's her loot card. I'm gonna say Frost Armor. Yeah, Frost Armor. Yeah, that's gonna be, but I like the summon for her. Grades cards here. Swift Bow is what I like. I want Swift Bow for looting purposes. Disarming a trap could be good. Visible's fantastic. Yeah, singled out is pretty good. I don't want to get rid of any of my early cards. Yeah, special mixtures out. The heal's good and the poison's good, but the Tinkerer has got the heals. So, yeah. Alright. So that's it, guys. We're going to head off to the Black Barrow in the next episode. I'm sorry this was so long and I droned on for so long. But if you made it through to the end, thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a fantastical day.